Creative Tech Podcast. Hi, I'm Kaori Ray, product designer and author. Our mission is to help people in their career and lives by sharing their creative and technology stories.
Yeah. But now I want to turn
Yes, please.
the interview around on you. Okay, so where should I begin? So you lived in New York. How long did you live in New York for?
For 5 years.
Oh my,
Yes, from 2018 to 2023.
oh wow. So like a good time before the pandemic, but then through the pandemic and then came back home. And then what were you doing in New York?
First of all, I was a graphic designer and branding to support like Japanese wedding industry and Japanese department stores.
Abroad.
Okay, so yeah, just I was in New York, but almost all our customers are in Japan.
But then you made the shift during COVID to get into more UX design?
Yes, it's funny story. So in 2020, I couldn't sleep, I couldn't eat. Oh my gosh, I have to focus on something new. That's why I took online course. It's Google's UX design certificate. So, and then I had a time. So I spent 8 hours or 10 hours a day. And then I graduate the course in 2 months and a half. Maybe I am a first Japanese person who graduate.
Probably. That's pretty amazing. Yeah. And then how about language? Because I think you mentioned that you didn't speak English before you went to New York.
Yeah, so in 2018, I needed to join a language school. And then I joined a Columbia University's language school because it was cheap. But so before joining the school, we have to pass the like a kind of a test. So my class was like maybe C class C, and almost all of the super beginner. And then maybe class A is how to write ABC. Yeah, so I couldn't do like introducing myself. Still my English is weird, but thanks to the language school, and also I joined a language meetup every Saturday at the cafe. We had a meetup. It was serious meetup, like English and Japanese practicing each other. And then I could make otaku friends. They can speak both language.
That's tough to find like a serious language meetup. I think especially here when you hear stories around, especially people on Bumble, like just trying to find like an English tutor. Like it's very hard to find a language partner where they're actually serious about learning each other's languages. So that's really cool. You were in the States for 5 years. I've been in Japan for about over 5 years. And I think what was interesting when I first moved here was a lot of people would be like, why did you move to Japan? Like everyone wants to go live in the States, right? So I think there's this like different perspectives of life, right? For me, I really wanted to leave the States at that point. You know, Trump just got elected. It was like politically a really weird time. And I just felt like I just wanted a change and a new challenge. But then I also could respect and appreciate the opinion of a lot of Japanese people saying like, I want to leave the country. I want to go live in the States. For you, when you moved there, was it what you expected? And what did you enjoy about your time in the States? I'll start with that.
Okay, the biggest impression for me was diversity. And then, so I was living in Japan over 30 years. So my mind is super pure Japanese in good meaning and bad meaning. So, for example, Japanese cosmetics company, like makeup stuff, advertising, we said bihaku, like white is that beautiful. at least 6 years ago, Japanese company said. But in the States, we cannot say that, right? Because of many people's skin color is different. So, okay, bihaku, like whiteness is great. This mind is only East Asian culture. And I wanted to change my mind to like American style because I am also not like white. And, I think East Asian culture, we were educated young woman and skinny is best. That's why I was so struggling. I am not tall person like a model. I don't have skinny legs. So when I was a child, I didn't have confidence. I could like be like a TV show idol, but I was not. So I didn't have any confidence. But especially in New York, even, what can I say, all body type people, I would say not only women, everyone can wear yoga wear and then like enjoy exercise in Riverside or Times Square. People don't care the tradition of beauty and they can respect their own styles. So I love it. It was my first and best impression. So I felt, this is my place.
I have the other side of it. Moving here as an American, I came from San Francisco where pretty much our fashion wear is like jeans and a hoodie, right? And then coming to Tokyo, I felt very like self-conscious about how I looked because I felt like Japanese women very much dress up, even just like a normal day. Dress up, makeup, hair is perfect. And I had a lot of self-consciousness around that being here. But I would say the beauty standards are definitely different, but in some ways they're kind of similar too. Like I think women get the worst of it, right? You have to be skinny, you have to have a certain kind of skin type or whatever. So I understand. Now that you're back in Japan, what about your American experience or your American lifestyle that you feel like you've also wanted to keep with you here? And maybe it also feels like you're also trying to influence more Japanese people to kind of think more globally minded.
Great question. So I want to be I want to advocate or speak up to people. You don't need to pretend like look super young. You don't need to diet too much. You can be just yourself and whatever you want, you can dress up and then you can enjoy your healthy life, I want to say.
It's beautiful. Yeah, no matter where we are in the world, right? It's just like continuing to have confidence in just who we are and finding people that accept us for who we are. Yeah, that's a beautiful message.
When you came to Japan, so you saw many Japanese female people, they wore maybe dress or like high heel. Because in Tokyo, especially Tokyo, there are many escalators. We don't need to worry about like walking a lot or stairs. That's why I understood people love high heel, wearing high heel. So did you feel bad or you felt, it's okay, I have already my style, I don't need to wear like feminine style? How did you feel?
Yeah, I think my initial reaction was like I felt bad. I still don't like wearing high heels. I have high heels for some occasions, but it got to the point that I actually hired a stylist.
You hired a stylist?
Hi.
Wow,
yes.
It's a new story.
Yes. I hired a stylist in Tokyo. She's actually Australian, but she lived in Japan for maybe 2 decades already. Married to a Japanese husband and had kids and speaks Japanese fluently. And, I came to her and I was just like, and at the time I was 30 already, so I just felt like I also needed to update my wardrobe to be a little more adult. And she helps me a lot in like navigating how to shop in Tokyo and what would look good for me. But she was very much like, I want to help you find your style. Like, don't worry about like what else is happening around you. Because yeah, women here, they, even at Twitter where I worked, like, you know, they wear the skirts with the stockings and the nice shoes and always had a nice blouse and just were very feminine. And I felt I needed to dress that way, so I would come to work also with my skirt and like yeah. And I always felt so uncomfortable. And like, oh, and it wasn't until I moved to Tokyo that I started wearing full face makeup. Like, never would I do that in California. It's also like people don't expect that in California, so you don't really do that. But here I just felt like I needed to wear makeup to feel, I guess, pretty or like okay. And it took me a long time to unlearn that. Yeah, it's a really interesting conversation. Yeah.
Okay, so I often say life is A/B testing. So you try the Japanese like traditional makeup and then fashion and then more California style. Okay, you tried A/B, maybe B. Is this correct?
Yeah, I mean, same for you, no? Like,
of course.
Yes, and I think you and I have done that just in different ways.
Many times.
Yeah.
Not only A, B, A, B, C, D, Z. I try.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I'm still testing.
Yes.
I think a lot of me just figuring out who I am is you gotta have to externally kind of push boundaries and like try new things, right? And then you start figuring out, oh, I don't like that, I like this is not me. And my challenge in living in Japan is like, how do I become more myself in a culture where, as you were kind of alluding to, it doesn't really accept individuality too much. Like, you kind of need to just be like everybody else. But that's why it's so cool to meet other Japanese people like you that have this diverse experience that can kind of like start changing the way things are here and helping people feel like they belong.
Yeah, you are right. And then, so I would say maybe 15 years ago I moved to the US and then I came back to here. So if I was like mid-20, I couldn't have strong confidence. But I am not a young lady anymore. That's why I feel confidence. It's okay. Even if you are like over 35 years old woman, you can do whatever you want. So,
Let's end it on that.
Yay!
It's very true.
Yes.
Arigatou gozaimasu.
Thank you.
Woo! We did it! Maybe we'll do more in the future. If you guys want more, let us know.
Thank you so much for listening our Creative Tech podcast today. We hope our story to help your career and life. See you soon. Bye bye.